I.S.U.P.K.
Shalom Israel. This is Officer Rakar of the I.S.U.P.K. out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohanna. And today I'm coming to bring out to you how the law is not done away with. See, you got a lot of these Christian pastors, a lot of these Muslim imams, and all these so-called black leaders and Hispanic and Native leaders trying to tell us that the law is not done away with to pull us further from the Most High and get us more destroyed in this kingdom. All right. Now, the first thing we're going to go to is Matthew 5:17. Yeah, go to Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. And it says, "Think not that I come to destroy the law." Now, this is very important. This is Christ's words. And he's telling you, first two words that came out of his mouth was "think not." Because he knew that a lot of these these Christian pastors were going to be telling all these lies about what he was teaching. You know what I'm saying? So he came and told his prophets of the I.S.U.P.K. 2,000 years ago, "Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets." He ain't come to destroy anything that came before him. Just like Commander General Yohanna, he did not come and destroy anything that came before him. It's just like I am not coming to destroy anything that came before me. All right? I came not to destroy, but to fulfill. See, Christ, he came to do those things. He came to fulfill the law, show us how to do it right in the spirit of the Most High, in the spirit of brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? He came to show us how to do it correctly. You know, he came to fulfill all those things that were said beforehand, before he came onto the scene, that was prophesied about him. And that's what we in the I.S.U.P.K. are doing. We are following these laws. We are fulfilling these laws just like our King did. All right? Now let's go to verse 18. And it says, "For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled." Now Christ is telling you right then and there, not one letter, not one dot of the I, not one crossing of the T, not one period, not one semicolon, nothing is passing from the law till this earth is destroyed. Last time I checked, I'm standing on this earth. Grass is growing, you know what I'm saying? Trees are blowing in the wind, you know. So the earth is still here, you know what I'm saying? Let's go to verse 19. "Whoso therefore shall break one of these least commandments," pay attention to that. "Whosoever shall break these commandments," like these pastors are doing. They out here touching little kids, having sex with other men's wives. You know what I'm saying? They're killing, literally. There's pastors out there murdering brothers, all right? They're out there breaking the least of these commandments, even the smallest, what we consider, even though none of them are small. If you break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, that means you also teaching it's okay. Like these churches and these mosques teaching it's okay to be a homosexual. You seen what happened in the last Million Man March? Farrakhan had a whole segment of his I'm going to call it a show. Because that's exactly what it was. He had a whole segment of his show for the LGBTQ, whatever the hell they are, community. You know what I'm saying? Had a whole show for that. You know what I'm saying? And remember, he also said, well, hold on, let's see what happens to these people. It's teaching you it's okay to be gay, teaching you it's okay to eat pork, condoning all women being whores and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens to these people. And shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. That means when it's our turn to rule, these men are going to be poor black trash. They're going to be nobody. They're going to be bums on the street begging for change. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be struggling still. All right? Now, Farrakhan brought out not too long ago that he knows he's going to have to pay for the things he's been teaching these last 40 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping brothers hear that and wake up from that Nation of Islam mess. I hope they just denounce it, just walk away from it. I hope those mosques are all empty. You know what I'm saying? Because Farrakhan, their head, their leader, just admitted that everything he'd been teaching was off. Now, if you're still dumb enough to follow that man, whatever happens to you from here is on you. All right? Now, let's continue. But whoever shall do and teach them, like us men of the I.S.U.P.K, we are following the Most High's laws and we teach men to do so. I was taught, the man above me was taught, the man above me was taught, and the men under me are going to be taught. Just like I'm teaching you to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Now, but whoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to be ruling. We're going to have power in the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? Us in the I.S.U.P.K call ourselves the Lord's army for a reason, because we are just that. We are just that. All right, let's go to Matthew 19 and verse 17. And he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There was none good but one. Like a man just came up to Christ and calling him a good man. But Christ, being the humble servant of the Most High that he is, he was giving all the credit to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? If you talk to us men in the I.S.U.P.K long enough, you're going to hear us say the same thing, because that's what we do. All right? Let me continue, though. There is none good but one, that is God. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments. Basically, Christ is telling that man, if you want to enter into the kingdom of heaven, you want to have everlasting life, not everlasting like these Christians believe it is. But if you want to be good in the sight of the Most High, follow his commandments. That's the only way you can do it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these Christian pastors want to tell you this, tell you that, just twist things up a bit where it don't need to be twisted up. But the truth of the matter is, they out to destroy us. I hope all my people get out these Christian church and mosques, stop following all these philosophies that's just getting us killed, period. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's go to 1 John. Let's go to 1 John chapter 2, I believe. Yeah. Let's go to 1 John chapter 2, verse 3 through 5. All right? And it states, and hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments. Like, you got a lot of these Christians talking about how they know God. God knows my heart. Yeah, he do. You're wicked. That's what he knows. You know what I'm saying? I know him. I know my Lord. I'm married to Christ. A lot of these Christians say crazy stuff like that, right? But what does this say? It says, and hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments. Only way we're going to know Christ is if we keep his commandments. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way we're going to know him. Only way we're going to know the Most High is by keeping his commandments. So basically, y'all do not know God at all. Y'all just lying to yourself, because what y'all really do is know y'all pastor. Y'all know all y'all pastors lust in all way he wants and helping him out. Women completely switch up for their pastor. They treat their man like shit and just treat their pastor like he's actually a man of God. Truth is, your husband might be more righteous than he is. Alright? Well, let's go. We're going to go to verse 4 now. He that saith, I know him, and keep not his commandments. Alright, Christians, this is for you. Pay attention. Pay attention. These words are for you. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments. Like these Christians would literally say, I know God, while they're eating a pork chop. He is a liar, and the truth is not in him at all. There's no truth in that person. All right? Everything they say is a lie, because they lack understanding, they lack knowledge, and they lack the wisdom of this law, of this book in general. All right? Let's continue. Verse 5. But whoso keepeth his law, in him verily is the love of God perfected. Hereby know we that we are in him. We are under the Most High protection. If you follow his law, statutes, and commandments, you have nothing to worry about. You will know his love. All right? You will know his love. Just like us men in the I.S.U.P.K, we teach all the time. Follow these statutes, commandments, and you have nothing to worry about. All right? And when us as a people start doing it, we're gonna have the kingdom then. All right? But let's head out to Romans. Let's find Romans real quick. Romans chapter 6, verse 1. Let's find. Okay, what shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin, that grace may abound? Is it okay that we sin just to prove that we have grace? Just to show the Most High's grace? No. Let's continue. Verse 2. God forbid. How shall we that are dead to sin live any longer therein? If you're following the law, statute, commandments, you are not living in sin. All right? So, grace is only a time period for you to correct yourself. If you're not correcting yourself, you are sinning. You are still living in sin. You could pray, you could do anything, you know. I'm trying, make up any excuse you want. U.P.K, no excuses here. But if you're still sinning, grace may no longer apply to you once you continue to do it. You know what I'm saying? It may just no longer apply, but you got to keep on trying. I ain't telling you to give up now. But what I am saying is follow these law, statutes, commandments. Get in this school, learn the right way and in the right spirit to follow these law, statutes, and commandments. All right? Because it could get ugly out there. It could get ugly. I mean, we got brothers dying all over the place because they ain't following these laws. You got brothers having sex with other men's wives and they getting killed on sight. You know what I'm saying? You have brothers dying in these hurricanes because who knows what sin they committed, but I'm pretty sure there's something. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. All right, let's go to verse 15 in that same chapter real quick. But then, shall we sin because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid. Look, just because the Most High is giving you a grace period don't mean you can do what the hell you want. You still got to put in these work, start following these law, statute, commandments, because if you don't, it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly, guaranteed. Let's go back to 1 John. Let's go to chapter 3. Verse 4. 1 John chapter 3 verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. So that's what transgression of the law is, sin. And what sin is transgression of the law, which is doing the opposite of what the law is telling you to do. Doing the opposite of what the Most High tells you to do. Period. All right, so that's what a sin is. All right, but let's continue. Let's continue real quick. All right. Who's Salakia 3 and 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresses also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. And ye know that he was manifested to take away our sins, and in him is no sin. Christ dying on that cross for our sin was a big deal. Alright? He ain't deserve it. He was sinless. We all deserve to die. We all deserve to die for the sins we committed. You know what I'm saying? And for you to continue in your sin is very disrespectful to Christ. You know what I'm saying? You are spitting on him by knowing that he died for your sin, and you still continue to do the wicked shit that you're doing. It's very disrespectful. Let's go to 1 John. Let's finish this off. Let's finish this off with 1 John chapter 5. Right? We're going to go to chapter 5 verse 3. No. Let's start off with verse 2 real quick, all right? By this we know that we love the children of God, when we love God and keep his commandments. That's how you know you love your brother. All right? That's how you know you love your kids. That's how you know, because you're not teaching them to break these laws and you're following the laws yourself. All right? For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments. And his commandments are not grievous. It's not a big deal. It's not that hard to do. It's not stressful. It's not pointless. It's not something that's going to make you grieve. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these cats like to make the excuse. How are you keeping all the law? All those laws? You keeping all those laws? Well, check it out, Christian. You're keeping the American laws, right? Are you a felon? Well, there are more American laws than there are laws of God. Most High only has 613 laws. It's not that hard. All right? So with that, I'm going to say shalom. And don't forget, December 16th, we're having a cookout in Florida and Lake Worth, Florida at the John Prince Park from 12 noon till. Everybody come, all right? Everybody come, fellowship with us, all right? And with that, I say shalom.
Hey, shalom, Israel. The I.S.U.P.K presents the Florida Cookout at John Prince Park, December 16, 2017. Only blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are invited. So come down and join your brothers in the spirit of brotherhood, and let's get this thing right.
I.S.U.P.K soldiers be the ones who broke the mold. Take a hood nigga, turn her to a...
We're gonna have plenty food, we're gonna have plenty drink, we're gonna have plenty music, and we're gonna have brothers and sisters coming together like how the Most High intended for us to do.
Baghdad, rolling with the general, sipping that scratch cash. Food sprays, fringes, nigga flying in first class. That U.P.K.
Once again, that's the Florida Cookout at John Prince Park. The address is 2700 6th Avenue South, Lake Worth, Florida. That's 2700 6th Avenue South, Lake Worth, Florida. December 16, 2017. Come down and enjoy this nice and hot Florida weather during the winter time. Let's get it in, Israel. Yeah, shalom.
You ain't no cowards and we ain't fear of no man. So you can lay down or you can get with the program. You